used to, when I was first doing this, I was very careful at this point of doing the transfer to kind of have this lower loop not be all the way down. It might be easier that way if you try and do that. Then you do have to put it all the way down later when this finger is going to be the getter, the operator finger. I'll show that. So I'm going through, taking a thumb loop, getting ready to do my temporary hold. There it goes. Yeah, because now it's going to shift up anyway. That finger that was held midway. So it's possible that it might be helpful to keep it midway when it's the passive loop. It's just going now, and I'm going to put this one, it's going to go into that last loop deeply there. So maybe it's all good. Anyway, I don't think about that anymore. It doesn't seem to matter to me when I'm going to do the loop transfer. It doesn't seem to matter if the passive lower loop on the passive little finger is all the way down or not. I seem to be able to get through it just fine. Tighten. Probably confusing this much more than you need to. Okay, so then I'm going to, well, it is helpful to say that because my tutorial on limbrick is still up there, and it insists that there should be 3 positions for, that at this point the lower loop should be halfway, and I don't think it really matters anymore. Okay, ready? I'm going to do this slowly several times, so a few more minutes. So here we go through all the first 5 loops, over the thumb loop, taking what's really the upper shank, temporary hold, shift, 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 and shift. I used to say replace. If that's helpful, it might be a good part of the mantra. Tighten, and then now the other side, through the first 5, over, temporary hold, shift, 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 replace, tighten. I'll just do that a few times. This is really the crux of the matter here. So, through the first loops, take thumb loop, temporary hold, got that? Shift, 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 and replace. Tighten. I see I'm exaggerating it, but I'm socking the loops down on the way to doing the next loop transfer through those 5 loops. Take the thumb loop, get ready for that temporary hold. Here it comes. Shift, 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 replace. Tighten. Socking them down through those loops and through them all. Make sure you don't miss any. Taking the thumb loop, this finger's getting ready, temporary hold. Shift, 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 and replace. Ready to tighten. Tighten. It's just as I tighten the loop, you kind of get used to moving the loops back and forth is what really happens with using them a lot. They don't stay, you can't tighten with them down here. Ugh. You can't bend your hands towards you like that. It's much more convenient to hold them at nearer the tips. And then as they get ready to do the next move, they go back. You want them to be kind of out of the way here. Whereas the other hand's loops are sort of forward and stacked so that this finger can go through them. Through, over. This one's going to do the temporary. This finger's going to do the temporary hold. So that's all set up. Then shift, 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 replace. Ready to tighten. Now this hand, through the first 5 loops, let's get that thumb loop taut, over the thumb loop and pull it through. This finger is getting ready to do the temporary hold. I'm ready to shift. And, oops, replace. I'm looking through the camera so that my fingers loops come forward because I'm going to tighten, I guess. And I don't know if I'm exaggerating that. Now they're definitely socking back to do the next. There we go. See that? Through the first 5 loops, over the thumb loop. Let's just push that back, that lower loop. There we go. Temporary hold finger. Here it comes. Shift, 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 shift. Replace. That might be a touchy point. Not going into that one. Replace the. This is where doing it slowly and doing it a lot, doing a whole braid has a lot of loop transfers. It just becomes easy. Okay, through, transfer and temporary hold, shift, 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 and replace, tighten. Through, temporary hold, shift, shift, and replace, tighten. Through, transfer and temporary hold, shift, and place. Tighten. Here's that kind of swiveling move with the thumb when you're tightening with the thumb loop. In the 9-loop braid, I see now, yeah, the 9-loop braid had pretty short loops, and I was barely tightening. This is a little more, illustrates a little better how that tightening goes. Okay, through, then over, getting ready to do the temporary hold, and shift, and replace, tighten, through, I'm just getting ready to do the temporary hold right after the loop transfer, enabling the shifting. There's the last shift, there's the replacing and tighten, and so on. Oops, sorry. Park my loops. And here's the braid. I noticed in this braid that it might not be the case that it's a problem with 11 loops to have a single loop by itself, as I say in my blog. This one very light yellow, white looking loop, I don't know if you can see it here, it shows up fine each time. It never gets buried. So I think that little, I'm going to, maybe this comment I'm making will make no sense, because I might have removed that, what I'm referring to from the blog. This is a nice, neat braid. It's very square, very trim, no problems. So, 11 loop braids are very fun to make. I really encourage you to learn them. They're just fun, and you can make a lot of very interesting and beautiful variations of unorthodox braids when you get up to 11 loops. It is really worth learning to do them if you know, you're into braiding, if it's a fun thing for you to do. Okay, thank you for watching, and do check out my blog. And good luck, have fun, make some great braids.